On the one hand, I think I've always been a global citizen, even when I didn't realize it. I was raised in a household where my father was a cultural geographer, and every day we would look at maps and we would play the capital game and guess the capitals of different countries around the world and so forth. And then started traveling basically as soon as I could walk. And for me, it's always just felt second nature. And I think I feel often at home, places where I look like nobody else. I don't speak the language. Like, I've always just found a real resonance, learning from other cultures and coming into contact with people that I look nothing like and have very little in common with. And it's been in recent years as organizations, parents, young people, various folks have come to me and learned about my life path and my career path, and particularly the 4 years that I spent traveling with a shoestring budget and a backpack and the sole goal of seeing how as much of the rest of the world lived as I could so that I could figure out how I could best impact it professionally. That they've heard this story and said, hey, like, this is really interesting. How did you end up doing that? And what did you learn along the way? And how has it affected your professional path? And, you know, all of these different layers of life that have evolved since then, that I've realized that I actually have a deeper story to tell. And I hope I want to be much more deliberate about helping others find their own path as well. So it really is, it's grounded in this sense that the world is and is becoming ever more so global and globally connected. That diversity is one of our strengths, and that we've put up a lot of borders and barriers in our world, not all of which have been particularly helpful to the advancement of society. And so this new area of speaking that I'm expanding into touches upon those aspects, both from my professional perspective, which is, you know, having worked in over 50 countries and having visited almost 100, seeing global citizenship from that perspective, but also going back to my travels and my personal experience, my personal story, unfolding as a global citizen, and how I can empower and inspire more people wherever they are, whatever their background is, to do their equivalent of the same, in the hopes of driving lifestyles and professional paths that have meaning and purpose, but also hopefully a society in which we have more joy than fear, more optimism than pessimism, and more connectedness than divide.